What up, people? It's your boy, Inspired for Change. Hope everybody's good, hope everybody's blessed. You guys, welcome to my show. If you haven't subscribed, then do subscribe. Do like down below. It's going to be some real content, great guesses. And today I've got a special guest, Stephen Graham. I want you to introduce yourself. Thank you for coming onto my show.
Having me, fam,
Thank you, brother.
Bless, man.
Yeah, man. Love and respect always, big man.
Yeah, man. Nah. Stephen Graham. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I've made 22 documentaries altogether.
My guy.
3 in Chicago. When I went to Chicago recently, 3 in Chicago before the COVID. I've done documentary on current situation with knife crime and gun violence. And I did some documentaries in Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, Palestine.
Serious?
Yeah, a lot of travelling still.
No, man, you look like a very, very interesting man.
Plus also I wrote 4 books as well. I've wrote 4 books.
You got 4 books?
Yeah. 2 I wrote in prison.
Okay.
When I was in prison in Jamaica. 1 I wrote when I came out of prison. And recent book I wrote was called Incarceration JA. It's about my life story in Jamaica prison and what I went through and the transformation from being on the streets to where I am today.
You seem like you got so much stories to tell us. You seem like you've been through a lot of experience. So I want to start it from the beginning. Okay, Stephen, can you tell me about your childhood from the ages of 8 to 12? How
8 to 12, yeah. 8 to 12 was a bit mad still because I grew up in South Kilburn Estate. 8 to 12, I would say, I had a lot of troubles at 8. You get me? That's the age you pick there. That's a trouble time for me. Cause I had a lot of issues in my family home. You get me?
Yeah, fam.
Stepfather didn't like me. Just to cut it short quickly, I went through a lot of madness with my stepfather, abuse, psychological abuse, and because I didn't used to talk a lot, and physical abuse as well. But because I didn't used to talk a lot, I internalized the trauma that I was going through. You get me? And I never used to tell my parents, my mum, what I was going through. You get me?
Yeah.
So I kept it to myself. But a lot of young people do that. A lot of young people go for things and don't tell people when they're going for things. But I always tell people it's important to talk.
What happens when they don't express themselves?
When you don't express yourself, well, with me personally, I could talk about for myself, and plus a lot of youths, I mentor as well. I do mentoring. A lot of youths I work with, some similar like myself, they will internalize it and then release that energy because there's energy in it. When you're anger and frustrated, there's energy in it. You got to release it somehow. Me, I released mine through violence. Do you get me? So from 8 years old, I was being violent in school. I was wild. Do you get me saying to you?
Yeah.
High school, same thing. I got bullied at 4 high schools. You get me? I went to John Kelly, Hampstead, Elstone, Queen's Park. I was bullied at 4 schools. Just a lot of madness.
You couldn't find yourself grounded in
I
one
couldn't
position.
because psychologically I wasn't in the right place to be grounded.
Because every time you went home, there was always something waiting for you.
It wasn't every day. It wasn't even just physical things. Sometimes it's the look someone gives you or the lack of love someone gives you. Because it's not always about someone physically hurting you. Sometimes a physical pain or some physical bruise got that heals, isn't it? But mentally, if someone tells you things or talks you away or just even ignores you, and it's not just these, a lot of young kids go through that, being ignored by their parents, being ignored by their family, ignored by friends. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Those things have a big impact on your mindset. A lot of people don't understand that. Everybody may react like me, physically becoming violent. Some people might internalize it and just become very introvert, not talk much. Do you get what I'm saying? And become very closed off in regards to everything they do. Some people may become those things lead women to go astray in life and do things that uncharacteristic. It leads men to go, you young boys, to go astray and do uncharacteristic things when you don't have the right guidance, isn't it?
Indeed.
So it's a natural thing, innit? Like everyone needs that kind of guidance. You get where I'm coming from? 100%. But with me, my mum was the most amazing woman, but at the same time, again, like people don't understand, people always say his troubles always start from the home. Yeah, it does to a certain extent, but the external conflicts that society plays a role in also has an impact on your life too, innit? You get me? And man was them days. It was like them days was the body pop breakdancing days and the graffiti days, and we were starting to see those certain little movies in America about street life, and you get me. So a lot of external things had an impact on man's life. Plus, I was around certain older Jamaican people.
Yeah.
Was around, man. You get me? Them man were street people. So certain things again had an impact on my life. So when you look at this, there's a.
So how old was you when you come on the street on the streets?
When I actually first really picked the streets.
Yeah,
proper.
when you 11. 11, you was out here from the age of 11, yeah?
Yeah. Proper. We used to meet, like me and my friends, and we meet in up in at Kiln Park train station, different place we meet. You get me? Me and certain man from South Kilburn. Yeah. Then I used to link with man from Stonebridge and Church Road as well. Them time, you get me? My brother, and we would link up, and you get me. So it was like 11, 12, just doing madness from them age.
So what are we talking? Are we talking of the early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s. Nah, bro, the 80s. Late 80s, bro.
Late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s, bro.
Blood clot.
Late 80s. Because 89 was when I went to New York for the first time. 89, I think I was 14, 15 times. So 14 then times.
You went New York?
Yeah, I was in New York. Yeah, I was 14, 89. Cause my mom wanted me to just. She was thinking about sending me to America to live in it.
That's always happening. It's called Dakan Alice.
Yeah, to get me.
Do you have family? Have you got family in New York?
Yeah, I got family in New York. But the thing is, my cousin in New York and them thing, they weren't like, you get me. New York was the yardies in New York don't play. You get me. Them days. So New York wasn't the best place for me. So mum said, "Nah, back to the UK." You feel me? Cause when she saw certain situations, because remember she's trying to keep me from road in England. Innit? Yeah. I'm in 11. I'm getting myself in trouble, getting arrested, getting problems, rolling with man, running away from home. Doing all
so how old was you when you left school then? So you hit the roads age 11. How old were you when you
left school? I got bullied at 4 high schools. I left school completely when I was
14.
14.
Were you in the year 9, year 10?
14, yeah.
Probably.
I don't remember the years, bro. I just know I left. I know when I went to New York, I was at school.
Okay.
I left school.
And from there, you got kicked out of school. That's how you end up making your way to New York.
No, I went to New York just to see mum, see what she's like, but it didn't work. New York wasn't for me, she said, and then come back to England. I liked it, but it wasn't. She didn't want me in that environment, so she said me to come to Jamaica. So the following year I went to Jamaica 3 times in 1 year, and that didn't work because, again, my mindset, like you can take a child out of an environment of violence, yeah, or whatever they're up to, or whatever they're not up to. Like I said, some people express their anger in violence. Some people express their anger by just not talking and just keeping closed and literally not just how internalize their problems. They just literally close up. You understand? They don't know how they just depressed. They get real depressed, but they don't know how, like functional depression.
Yes,
your functional depression. You get what I'm saying to you? You're functioning, but you're depressed. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Now, some youths. So for me, it's like my situation was. My mom said like, okay, Jamaica, go Jamaica in it. Like you have to go Jamaica. Let me just explain that. Mom said you have to go Jamaica because I'm always getting in trouble with the police over here in it. You get me? So I'm a young boy, always getting in trouble. Mom's like, you need to go Jamaica, and then it couldn't work, bro. Because every time I go to Jamaica, because my mind wasn't in the right place. You get what I'm saying to you? Because man's not in the right mindset in it. Yeah. So have me to Jamaica wouldn't work. Some people it does work. Some people when you take them out of environment, it work for them. But a lot of young people, and I find out when the youths I work with, it's not just about taking youths out of an environment, will change them. You got to change their mindsets. You got to work on them psychologically. You get what I'm saying to you?
100%.
Because if you don't work on psychologically, then you're not going to change what's really going on with their life. You're just going to put them in a different environment, and they may be cool, but they're still a ticking time bomb. Because you ain't dealt with the anger, the trauma, or whatever's going on inside you.
100%.
You get where I'm coming from?
100%.
So that was my situation. It went to Jamaica 3 times in 1 year. I kept going back and forth, beer war, beer madness. Like, you get what I'm saying to you? Like, I wrote my book, I was in beef with the biggest drugsman's son, and it was just madness. It was just beer madness. You feel me? Bust his head of the bottle. I just was going on madness as I went as an English in Jamaica, and then I come back 3 times in 1 year, get madness going on. I had a robbery charge one of the times I was over here.
So how old are you when you had this robbery charge?
15. I'm from 15. I'm going to Jamaica 3 times in 1 year, bro. And then I'm saying I had a robbery charge, and then on the way I was supposed to come back to do this for go court, I decided to carry weed back from Jamaica because man want to make money. My head's not right, bro. I'm coming back to England because I ran from England.
For a better life.
Yeah, not better life. Mom said she wanted me to go to Jamaica.
Yeah, just change your environment.
But like I said, at least you change your mind. Like with young people, at least change it's not just young people neither, even adults. A lot of parents are traumatized now. We pass the trauma onto their kids.
Yeah, indeed.
Because my stepfather passed his trauma on to me. Like, he abused me in it. Well, whatever he was going through in his life, and whatever problems he had, he passed it on to me. Now, a lot of young people carry their parents' traumas at times as well. Because it's called inherent trauma. You understand? So it's not your trauma, it's your parents they're over smothering you because somebody in their family died and they want to protect you, they think it's protection, but they don't let you do certain things. By putting that trauma, that fear upon you, that caused you might to just block out and say, I don't want this life, you get me? So people understand that sometimes we do things as adults to young kids and it traumatizes young kids. Sometimes 100%. Young kids grab their own trauma from their friends. It depends, you get me? There's not one, when it comes to healing the mind from the problems that we all go through, there's not one solution for everybody. You have to know what your problem is. You get
what works for you.
Yeah, but me as a youth now, I weren't looking at myself. I'm not like this age now. I'm a big man. I can reflect on my past life, innit? Then as a youth, I won't reflect on my past life. Man, just living. You get me? And I wasn't even living, bro. Man was just going through,
getting by.
Yeah, because man wasn't living. Man's angry, stepfather don't like
Did you
me.
take drugs? What age did you start taking weed and alcohol?
Bro, I smoked my first cigarette when I was 8. I was smoking weed. 11, I was smoking weed hard, bro. You get
From
me?
age of 11?
Yeah. I was drinking them today. Yeah, bro. It was the life, bro. Like it's.
But back in them
like,
days, there,
I'm
see,
laughing.
even back in the day, they used to
Weed,
weed
ash them from there. Weed, just weed, smoke weed, ash them.
But back in the day, the oldest, what they used to do, they used to put and what was it? They used to put spray little white stuffs on it, and they used to call it
Season
like, yeah, season spliff.
Yeah.
And what's that season? What's that?
Season spliff is weed and coke, isn't it?
That's what I'm trying to say. I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
season spliff. Back in the day, season spliff is weed and coke.
that's what I'm
But
trying
the
to say.
reality is, bro, like the society we live in is a very traumatized society, innit? And a lot of parents, a lot of families are traumatized by things we go through. You get me? Every community's got their own different traumas that they're facing. Every individual got their own different traumas they're facing. And everybody's got their problems. But bear in mind, if I got a problem and you're my brethren, and I come to you and I tell you about my problems, and you really care for me, you're taking on my problems, right? Then I've just traumatized you too. That's called vicarious trauma. Because you're taking a problem that's not really yours. And this is what's going on right now. A lot of people don't realize that we were taking on each other's problems. You get what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing, but we have to understand what we're taking on. Because if you have to understand how you're taking on and why and how you deal with it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you might take on my problems, but it might lead you into bigger problems. Because as a you, sometimes me and my brethren will do certain things, and it will cause one of us to go get arrested, or man to get locked up, or people to get messed up on road. You get what I'm saying to you? And some of these things they need to be happen or go or reach where it reach, but man's mind's not in the right place. And these I talk about all these things in my book, innit? Like I had a lot of time in prison. When I sat in prison, I had a lot of time to reflect on my life. But like I was saying, at 15, it was the first time I went in Jamaica for drug trafficking. And then...
So we went to, from the age of 15, you went prison in Jamaica.
For drug
and how long did you get done for
No, I
that?
didn't get long done because my mum was alive in time. Their mum knew a lot of people. The money talks.
Blessings, yeah.
The money talks, innit? So
Blessings.
man dropped on road, you feel me?
So you landed road straight away?
Yeah. I mean, by the time I went to come to Jamaica, and I came to road. But I went to prison. I went to Jamaica again. I went to prison again in Jamaica still. After that, I went.
How old was you when you went prison?
22.
22. And what did you go? What did you get incarcerated for?
Murder, dropped to manslaughter.
You got done for an M.
Yeah.
And then you got dropped for manslaughter.
Yeah.
Is that on a guilty plea?
Well, it was. I pleaded to manslaughter because I pleaded to manslaughter. I couldn't get away, but it wasn't just based on that as well. It was based on the conflict wasn't just straightforward like that. You get me? Like
Okay.
my situation in Jamaica wasn't the norm. I wasn't the norm.
So what, you dropped someone when you went out there?
Yeah, but I was saying to you, what I don't want to go too much into depth, but it wasn't just.
Go on.
Yeah, respectfully.
Respectfully, because it's done and dusted, didn't it? Whatever happened.
What it is my situation is this. I had a history with people on the road.
Okay.
You get me?
All right.
And not everybody leaves your past behind you. You get what I'm saying to you?
Indeed.
Like some people try to bring your past, and like even if you change your life, some people try to play with you. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, big
and
one.
test you.
Yeah, big one.
You feel me? Man's older, man's wiser now. When I was that moment, like I said recently to somebody, the mindset I'm in today, the spirit I'm the insight I have today to life, I could have walked away. Does that make sense?
Easily.
It's like I said to you before, friendship. You have a friendship, even with your traumatic mindset, that most of us have traumatic mindsets. Remember, trauma is just about the amount of stress we can take. And sometimes just small things traumatizes a lot of people. The way they don't want to admit it or not, they get traumatized over madness. Now, the reality is this. When I was younger, just to quickly go back to something, when I was younger, we could have walked away from a lot of problems. Like I said, we did. But a thing called misplaced loyalty, this is what I call it, misplaced loyalty. Because you have your friends there, like say me and my brethren, and I rate you.
Yeah.
But differently, you come and tell me, say, yo, a man violate. Because I rate you, I'm going to go. Let's go. Let's step.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you in a situation.
But then watching out, eat that thing that though.
That's
big on a big man thing, eat that thing that. I'm not asking you what's going on. I'm just going with you. But that's misplaced loyalty. Because watching out, that situation could be something that we both could have squashed. There's enough things that happened in my life, I could have squashed anything there. Or happened in my brethren's life, I could have squashed it. Like I got booed out of school.
So real spill, you know.
My brother's doing an M right now. So I'm
Look
not
at
going to call
that.
his name. He's doing an M right now for something different.
Okay.
But boom. Because of what happened to him, we all just went mad on some youth in school, but I'm booting. I'm a last chance in high school, Queen's Park. We just went mad on some youths. The youth, ear start bleeding, eye start bleeding. You get me? Madness. And then we got booed out of school. But the thing was over some little that chump change. Now the reality is, I talk about it in my book. The reality is this now. If I was in the mindset,
what book is that?
Incarceration, J.A.
Okay.
If I had the mindset I have today, and I understand I have what they call foresight, and I have hindsight. Man never have them days. You understand? Man just reactive. You know what I'm saying to you?
I know. You know how many, I can relate, man.
So watch reality. If I did have the mindset that I have now, the youth blood, we was all hustling them days. We're young enough, but we're what 13, 14. From we're about 11, we're making little change. We were in Chris Wallabies going to school.
What?
Where people ain't wearing them
kickers and them
kickers, everything going to school. What? Come on, blood. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, that's what's up. We're not from Northwest. Northwest were deprived them days there as well.
Blood,
a lot was not going on in Northwest.
Nah, things are always going on still, man. Yeah,
man. There's poverty around there, though, man.
There's probably,
secretly, man. I've seen it, but if you've seen the whole London, yeah, I think Northwest is the most poverty.
I don't know, bro.
My experience, I've been everywhere in London, you know. I've been to every area, but when I see Northwest, I look at it and say, you know what?
Because certain man's always making money, bro, around here still.
Yeah, no, but obviously, yeah, you got man who making money, but I'm saying for the community, it's not.
But most of the communities that are what you call projects, what they call, I don't even call it projects, like government housing estates, are naturally poor anyway. You get me? Statistically, government housing estates are naturally poorer, but that's why you find more traumatized young kids on government housing estates. Because if you look at statistics tells you that children that are more likely to grow in poorer households, one-parent families and all those kind of things, are more likely to suffer from trauma, aggression and all those kind of things, because we're going through things, of course, like a fatherhood, like a motherhood, too much stress on mum's mind, So there's a lot of things playing. So the government know what time it is and they go what game they're playing. You get me? Yeah. Well, we need to know what game they're playing and start wake up and realize that we're getting set up. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So differently,
go on.
My thing is like, we could have easily said to my youth, say, nah, blood, like, hold a little money, because a man lost his money in it. We could have said, hold a little money, hold some weed, and run back the thing and sorry. But because of our mindset, we hear him talking to my brother in the wrong way, and everybody just jumped on him and started getting mad and started fighting.
See.
But that's all based around the traumatic mindsets we held, bro. Because we all had our own issues, whether we knew it or not. We all had our own problems. You get me saying? Because trauma impacts a lot of things. Some of us were just angry and numb because of our personal experiences in life. Whether no mum, no father around, mum not giving the best attention, or mum giving as much attention, or maybe sometimes mum over smothering you because she's got her own fears something might happen to you. But when she over smothers you, you try to rebel because you don't want her always to smother you. Like mum saying, don't go here, don't go there. You're gonna rebel in it.
Yeah, indeed.
So even though she do it from a good of her heart, but it's like that thing in government when they tell you the hoodies, the hoodie phrase, everyone wearing a hoodie, and the government start putting on TV like hoodies, criminals are hoodies are criminals. Then people start walking across the road and see you in a hoodie. It's trauma, bro. You're putting fear in people. Trauma is a massive thing in it. It doesn't just cover. It covers fear. It covers numbness. It covers anxiety. It covers so much different things, but cause people to get trauma. If you don't want to go certain block, he's going over there, blood. That block's bad. That block's bad. The man are pagans. No, bro, you're scared. You're scared to go over there. So the reality is there's an aspect of trauma in your mind for you for that area.
Something going to go on. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to understand this level of trauma is deep. We just don't understand the bigger picture of what's going on. And the psychological impact that everything that's going on
especially around abandonment, trauma in being abandoned from family, by loved ones, by friends.
That's what I'm saying to you. So much
it goes deep.
That's what I'm saying to you. So we got to be realistic in it. Our wise and thing. But now, fast forward back to boom.
Go on.
Me being 22.
So now you're swagged up. You're 11, 12.
No. Fast forward today, bro. Go back to me going prison the second time.
So you going prison? The second time. Yeah, so 22 for the M.
Yeah, the M thing. Yeah, cool. So watching that boom. Major madness happened. From I left Jamaica when I was 19. I had to leave Jamaica because I went with 15 3 times 1 year. Went back to I was 16, stayed till I was 19. And left Jamaica because of beer violence. I had to leave Jamaica at 19.
But at the age of 19, you was doing bare madness.
In Jamaica, I was doing madness, but all over the place, doing madness. Town, country.
So they didn't call you English boy out there when you first landed?
Nah, they call me Rudy.
Rudy?
Because man could handle themselves. But the first week being there, but I must have wanted, not in a boastful way, blood. No, I'm laughing back. I'm laughing at myself that the way I was used to be. Like, I was always a loving guy. Don't get twisted. I was a loving parents in that. If anyone had a knife for me and I'm over here, I'll see a parent with his bag. He or she, I'll run out, hold the bag, and let me help you bag to the door. People love me. I've killed me. Everyone said about me today. I'm saying on camera, and nobody said I'm lying. People love me. You get me? But differently, even the house people love me because I respect people's mums and dads. Man, I respect it. Man, I respect even enough youths right now and in 30s and them thing. There's certain areas like Kilburn, Moles that will know me. They know that they got mad love for me because know that their mums and them thing they love man from me. As a youth, their dad respect me. I was always a good person. But I had a split personality. You get me? But that's because we're going through issues in it, brother. And we don't know how to.
Would you say you were suffering from mental health at that time, but you was not aware of it?
No, man ain't aware of it, but then man wasn't aware of it.
But if you look back right now, there was certain
Would you say it's traits of mental health? A lot of people have traits of mental health, bro. But if you're looking at it from that aspect,
yeah, but I'm talking about your situation from the age of 16 to 20. Yeah, you going through what you think. Yeah, from eight. Yeah,
I'll say from 8.
Yeah, from 8.
I was seeing psychiatrist when I was 8 years old.
You seen psychiatrist? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say from 8.
So they didn't try to diagnose you with anything at that time.
Schizophrenia.
Really?
Yeah, but it didn't work still. It didn't work. Yeah.
Is that what they're saying? You was taxed, bro.
But differently, what I'm trying to say is, but man wasn't. It's just I had a lot of anger issues. They don't understand. Remember, we got to understand is people try to put yourself in a box. They try to put you in a box and frame you. This is why I don't really like to use this in the mental health, because mental health, when they box mental health is you're crazy. But mental health doesn't actually mean you're crazy. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be aware of boxes, because system puts you in a box. Like today, the government calls us black. I'm a black man. You're a black man. But am I black, bro? Look at your jacket. Your jacket's black. Your face ain't black though. We're brown, bro. If you look at a baby, you go to a baby, a little baby. This is got to be emotion. This is about emotional intelligence now. You go to a baby who just go to infant school, who doesn't really know about all this color, black and white class and all this, because class and color is all man-made bullcrap. If you go to a baby little baby from just learn about color, and they start to learn about like white, black, tan, green, yellow, and all these different colors, and you said to me, what color is this? Pick up which pencil matches my color. They're not picking up black, bro. They're picking up brown.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You understand?
Yeah, 100%.
So we got to be aware. Are you thinking realistic or you thinking systematic?
Systematic.
Okay. Well, man ain't doing systematic, bro. Man's bigger than systematic. Come on, ain't going to put my man down in a box no more. You get me? You understand?
So serious.
So we have to understand that we have to think of where we're trying to put ourselves. You get me? Now, man ain't trying to be in a box no more, bro. Like, I'm done with them box thing. Don't try to label me as black, white, and all this kind of game thing. Like, allow me, blood. Man's inside bigger.
Done with that.
I had a lot of time in prison. Sit down and think, bro. I'm 8 years in Jamaica prison. I got no bed. I'm sleeping on the floor for a hot minute because I had no visit for a hot while for about 6 months. Bro, my book's mad, bro. Man's eating the worst. Caribbean food's wicked, blood. Jamaican food's nice.
Yeah.
See? But you see the way they cook food in prison? A copper pot. You burn up your body, blood. Make your body lean. You understand? You'd have no toilet in your cell. No toilet, brother.
So you have to come on the landing. How much, man?
No. You sit, bro.
Shit bucket,
bro.
Bucket.
You have in jail. You have a piss bucket. You have to ask water to let you go shit outside. In your cell in Jamaica prison, in the prisons like GP and Spanish Town and high rise, GP and Spanish Town especially, bro. We're pissing a bottle like a fizzy bottle or a jug. We're pissing. I've got a documentary coming out soon about maybe next week.
Yeah, you guys check out for that.
Yeah, documentary coming out. Yeah,
big up. He's got bad things, you know. You lot.
It's coming out
soon. Guys wanna
you'll see because I got bare prisons. I got bare footage.
Yeah, man. He's got a lot. He's got great content.
And people.
What I want to know is, what I want to go back and ask you. Tell me though. Obviously, you spent 8 years in prison. In Jamaica.
Yeah.
Was that in three different prisons? So Spanish Town.
Yeah, I went Spanish Town GP and I went high rise and I went back to Spanish Town. Because what happens? I was in Spanish Town on remand and then.
So it's like Scrubs. Spanish Town's like Scrubs.
Bro,
is there a remand sentence?
No. The block. What
sentence as well. You got sentences.
Yeah.
You got life is there as well.
There's death row there, bro. I was on death row block.
Death row there.
Yeah, because there's a block called Gibraltar. Gibraltar consists of 4 buildings, isn't it? And 4 buildings. The 4 buildings are death row. The 4 buildings are Gibraltar's death row. But you got building 1 or 2 actually houses those who are actually being sentenced to death. But Jamaica don't hang people no more because of the British. Still has a connection to Jamaica, so British don't allow death. So those who are sentenced to death, they stay on 1 or 2. Those who are not sentenced to death yet, but have been arrested for murder and they suspect them to be going them that way, they put them in 3 or 4 in it. I was on 3 or 4.
So you was in 3 or 4?
Yeah, I was in remand, yeah. But the reason they put me around the back though, to be honest with you.
Did you feel like they were trying to set you up though?
No, that's what I'm saying. I talk about them book, bro. They did want to set me up because
look at
as a youth growing up, I had a lot of problems on the streets over Jamaica. I had beef with police and everything there. You get me? Bucks or not happy with it, but me and someone, one of the policeman's family, and I boxed the person, you get me? And some police threatened to kill me, so I was done, I'm throwing Pepsi, Coca-Cola, they call him Coca-Cola killer. Because every time you kill people, you throw Coca-Cola on them, you get me?
After you touched them?
Yeah, after you kill them, you throw Coca-Cola on them. So he tell me saying, well, kill me, so I said, you get me? Like, find him off. Man's young, man, ignorant, isn't it?
You're on a crud.
Bro, it's not even that.
How old are you? 18? How are you coming from a whole UK setting, going to Jamaica and moving wicked, you know?
You know what it is, bro? Again, it's like this. Trauma, bro. People understand trauma is a mad thing, innit? And it makes a lot of young kids do. Bro. There's a lot of kids we know, bro. You must know, because I know you do the road thing and you help the young youths. There's a lot of kids you're thinking, why you even like that? Like, I know you're good, you deep down. But they're just going through their own internal conflicts, and most of the youths don't understand themselves. They don't reflect on themselves.
That's why
they don't
that's why a lot of men move to. That's why a lot of the youth they move towards the music so they can express themselves. Music becomes therapy for them.
But again, you see that though. That's the next deep thing as well. Because see the music thing, it becomes therapy for them. But also it's also part of the setup game though. Like I told you, the construct. Man don't deal with the color construct and them thing there. Man don't deal with the whole systematic construct, because the music thing now. It's a ploy, bro.
Okay, poetry as well then.
Yeah, poetry, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Get it?
It's
a way where they can express themselves.
No, they express themselves.
Before the music thing, there was no way for these youngsters to express themselves.
You know, it is.
How would they express themselves?
It's not. When I say the music thing not bad, bro. It's not the music thing. It's you got to understand the mission of man behind what they do. This is one thing I learned about like people, humans, now, bro. Everybody has a what's that word called? Everybody has a you know, like people say, right, you got people might judge you. They say you got what's that word that people like to use, and people will get upset when you say you've got your intention. What's your intention?
Yeah.
Bro, everybody's got intention. It just depends whether the intention is good or bad, but you all have intention.
Yeah.
No one does nothing without intention. So everything in life has intention. You have to have purpose for everything you're doing. 100%. Now, are you coming from a pure place or a bad place? Or are you coming from a place of understanding or a place of lack of insight?
Yeah.
Are you coming from a place of caring or a place of destruction? But you have an intention. There's nothing that happens without intention. We having a podcast, there's intention. Your intention was to have me on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
My intention was to come in to share my insight with you.
Yeah, man.
Everybody has intention. To act like you don't have intention, that's ludicrous. But again, these are things the system makes us feel like, boy, man, don't have an intention, blood. Man, I don't have an intention. I just deal with people. Of course, you have intention. It's like when people say, I don't deal with color. I just respect people. How can you don't deal with color? So you don't see if a person black, what so-called construct is black and white as a construct. How can you not see that? You're blind. Like, we gotta stop talking dumb stuff, bro. Like, real talk, the system's dumbing people down all day long. Like, they're dumbing people down, and we're speaking things and we're talking things that realistically it don't make much sense, bro. And I'm saying to you, like, the construct with the music thing, think about it. Music is a great way to express yourself. Anything, writing, I do writing workshops with young kids in it, because I write books, teach young kids how to write, express yourself through writing. I call it expressive writing, and it's on my website. People can see what I do. Now, what I'm saying is, I do music with youths as well, but it's good because I've worked with youths that when they sing certain songs, they're talking crud now, and then 6 months later they're talking something different, or a year later they're talking something different. So you can measure the outcome of what they're doing. See? But the point I'm making is, the reality is, who's behind the system? Who's behind the structure of some of this music that's going on right now with the youths? And what's the intention? Because if some people sing certain good songs, are you going to get signed?
Okay, tell me a different way. Okay, you're saying what would be a different way for these youngsters to express it in this?
Again, I'm not against music, bro.
Okay.
Look at the big picture I said to you.
Okay.
Think about what you're doing and what a person's trying to get you to do. So even if you're talking about streets, all right, like, look.
But I don't get that though. The person. Go on, break it down.
Let me break it down for you.
Yeah, go on.
Look at this now. If I'm singing about, okay, a lot of these rappers are singing about streets, yeah? I'm not trying to use on the streets in here in the UK. So look at who they're modelling. The big rappers in America.
Yeah,
that's what they're modelling.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Don't pretend like we're not, because I know what's going on in it. Youth are modelling certain. Even this whole gang culture, we're modelling another people in it. Yeah? Now watch this now. Some of the people are singing streets and what they've been through. But you're now a millionaire. You got millions, but you're still singing about the streets. Why? You're not on the streets no more. Stop faking it. Some of these big rappers in America, they're still singing about streets. Why are you singing about streets? I understand what the youths on the England are doing it. I understand what some of my brothers in Chicago are doing it. Because remember, I'm around certain guys in Chicago. I'm around 300. Like BNG Go, 300 them. That's Dirt's crew. I'm around some of them. Yeah, I know. I'm around Dirt's. I'm around Benji Go. Them. I know them, man. They're my documentary.
Yeah.
On my documentary on my website right now, you can go on my website. You see it on my StephenGrahamProject.com. You see, I got a documentary with them, man. They poo-poo them. Them man are on the streets for real. You get me? But when certain man have made it, why are you still on the streets talking about certain things? Bro, if you watch my documentary, the man who are really doing things are telling you, we don't want to do this, we're doing it to get up out of it. We're not doing it for the sake of it. Now some man are making big money and they're still rapping. Like they're still chatting one bag of madness, but you're still making mad pee.
Madness sells, innit?
But again, it's a business then, isn't it?
It's a business.
So then you got to look at the construct. Obviously, you're missing the. So hold on, why you say you didn't understand what I'm saying? Now you get the concept of what I'm saying.
Okay,
because the reality is, what's the clause behind it? So a man's going to invest a bag of money in you and say, yo, do this. But if you stop singing that music, you're still going to get that money. So it's a construct that people are creating to create more problems. Because the more drama, remember, violence creates money. Just understand something. Anybody out here doing the streets, because man's done it, innit? Violence creates money. The amount 8 years I've done in prison, how much money did I make the government? Taxpayers' money pays for man to stay in prison. It's no 10 grand or 15 grand to keep man in prison. It's 100 something grand to keep a man in prison.
Look at madness.
Yeah, for a year. Taxpayers' money. So your own family, like I keep saying to people, your own family, your own mums, your cousins, and all that people who are working are paying to keep you in prison. That comes nasty because your own family is paying to keep you in prison without them knowing it. Yeah. Then hold on. Look how it gets deep now. You're in prison, and then they're going to use your services to build whatever they're going to build. Whether say something like this sofa, not that they build sofa like this, but they can build something like this or a table, and they're going to send that and you're getting peanuts for that. But then they put that on road, and they make big money from it. The private industry, bro. Prisons make money for people, not for us, for them. We don't win, bro. We don't win this game. It's a fun game, but we don't win. You get me? That's why whether you growing up, people ask me, how do you do 8 years and come out your head so strong? As you come out, you went straight to college, university, you got a degree in medicine, guy with a degree in medicine. Now, I'm like, boom. Bro, my mindset was that you growing up, I was told by a certain man, yo, live road, if you're dead, if you go to prison, no, a part of the thing. Like, you grew up with that mindset. Today, the mindset you are growing up with, it's for fun. It's a joke. It's this, it's that. It's about wearing big chains, you're looking good, you're this, that. Bro, I'm not fighting a man's lifestyle now, I'm just saying, understand the bigger picture, because you're getting set up. Because when you go to prison, you're making government a lot of money. Number two, no man ain't building a prison. If you open a business, are you going to open a business and not think about how much clientele you're going to get? You think about your clientele first, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So if a man's building a prison, you think about your clientele, isn't it?
Come on, man.
Okay, so then that's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, 100.
So come on, sense, bro. We've got to keep it real. Like, man, they don't know what they're
but
doing.
listen, let me wind it back now. All right, cool. You've got birded 8 years, yeah? You're in Jamaican prison now, yeah? It's Stephen, yeah? So, right, obviously now you're comfortable. You're comfortable in your prison.
No, comfortable in my mind, not comfortable
in
in
your mind, in your mind, innit? You're
at first I
confident
wasn't comfortable,
within yourself, innit? Yeah. You're confident in it. So, how's your time? What's the worst scenario that you've seen whilst you was in?
Seen or actually been through personally?
You went through yourself.
I was stabbed in prison.
You got stabbed?
I was stabbed in prison twice in prison. Well, once in my back and cut my chest. Yeah. And the guy, yeah.
And why did you get stabbed the first time?
Because I was set up by the police. That was in jail. That happened in jail, not in prison. In jail that happened. Because I was set by the police. Yeah, the police set me up to get killed.
Okay. Jail and prison is two different things.
Yeah, Jamaican jail in Jamaica is like a police station. But police station got big cells. Well, not big cells, but cells like 6-8 people in a cell. Yeah. 10 people in a cell. Yeah, and the police.
So they tried to drop you. The officers.
They made a man stab me. One guy stabbed me in my back. First time I got stabbed, cut my chest. And then that guy who cut me in my chest, we got him back in prison still. You get me? Because at the same time, man.
So why would the police want to set you up at the first time?
I told you, I had problems with police, bro. I had problems with police.
Had issues with them.
So police, and I was
zero tolerance.
Now I was locked up. The desire was to kill me. That's the bottom line. But I'm not the first person they tried to kill. They've killed my friends. I've got a couple of friends as well that's been killed in prison. You get me? A couple of friends as well that's been killed in prison. They killed my friend recently. One of my brethren recently. He got killed in jail. He got killed in prison. They killed enough man got killed in jail. Man get killed in prison.
See, you got a documentary that's coming out soon, about
Jamaican prison.
Jamaican prison.
What it really looks like, so people can see.
Have you got footage on there? I think there was a footage.
No, but there's bare footage. There's bare footage of Jamaica prison because I've got some way I got a lot of footage from Jamaica prison. I've got footage of the cells.
I know. Our cells are like
the size of a toilet, and it's got 3-4 man in it, sometimes 5 man in it. 3 on the floor and 2 in the amok. But recently, they stopped paying people. They stopped allowing people going amok because
what's amok?
Amok is like you go on holiday. You go on holiday. You have the hammock where people you put you from tree to tree. It's like the pretty hammock. But the pretty hammock, the hammock in prison are not pretty. You get me? There's no sunshine. There's no sea. There's anything there. It's just straight dirty walls. The walls are dirty, but if you touch the walls and lean on them, you get this thing called liver spots. Make sure like you're dark, like how I'm dark. I get these light patches if you lean on the walls. It's dirty, bro. When you see the document, you'll see what I was living through, what man actually went through, and you understand about being psychologically strong. Because enough man get tapped up in that blood mentally. That's gone.
So you come to the jail now, yeah. Obviously, you got your sentence for your and whatever for your manslaughter. You come into prison now. You say you're just pure. You say you're not having it from.
Bruv, like I'm not gonna be 100 with you, innit? Like
at first, when you go into prison, was it on the gas thing? Because when I first went into prison, I was on the gas thing.
No.
It's like I had to
in jail. You see, I don't know about English prisons. I can't remember being in prisons. I know about it because I got bare bridges in prison. But I don't know about the flick in the sense like how man them gas up in prison because I haven't been here to see. I hear, but I haven't been. But in Jamaica, it's different, bro. Cause every man have a knife in prison in Jamaica. Some man have a cutlass, like sword like this. Man have gun. You understand?
Yeah.
Man have dynamite. Like walls have been blown up. Waters have been shot. You get what I'm saying to you? Like people think what I'm saying this is far-fetched, but when they see my documentary, they're gonna see the information, the footage, and the paper clippings from newspaper articles that are proven that what I'm saying to people, this thing is not no joke. You get me? It's a different type of prison lifestyle.
Trust me, like Somalia as well. Somalia got some mad prisons.
It's crazy. You get me? So for me, it's like when I was in jail, man, defend my thing, tough up my thing. You get me? Man, no, like I said, people know about me. Some people try to look my stripe. I just come back to Jamaica, got arrested for murder. People try to take stripe from me, which I wasn't on the badness anyway. I was trying to calm myself down from them thing there. At that time, my locks, and I was trying to just avoid certain things. So, man, I stabbed up man in jail, man stabbed me in jail. You get me? Them kind of situation. And then when I went to prison, the youth who cut me in my chest, he got dealt with in prison. You get me? You get dealt with proper.
So when all of this is happening, yeah, are you trying to like grow mentally, spiritually?
No. At that
or are you just inside
at that part of that time, I was angry, innit? I'm locked up, bro.
Okay.
With my family, I'm angry. I'm not thinking. So remember, I'm already a traumatized child, trying to run away from certain things, got caught up in Jamaican conflict, and I'm in prison now. I'm angry, bro. So I'm not going to front, I'm angry. And plus the police officers in the station where I was locked up in the jail, stole all my clothes, my shoes. So I was going to prison on nothing. They stole my money out the book. Because they was treating me like mad, and they treat me bad, innit? You get me? Because they wanted me, but they treat me like bad. Stole my money that was on the writ. So I'm going through struggles. I know where I'm going to go to prison with no money. I go prison, and I already know about Jamaica prison, because man's on road, man know about the prison, but never been in the prison, you get me? So I'm like going to prison, I've got nothing to offer, nothing to give, nothing to buy for myself. I'm going frass. You feel me? Then tell myself I smoke weed. So it's like, right, okay, boom, man, drop in the prison. I tell myself I ain't smoking weed no more. I just quit same day, because I got no money, and I'm not trusting nobody, I'm not begging nobody.
Yeah, fuck
you feel me? So I'm not doing that. So I'm in prison anyway, so it's like, for the first night, bro, I won't lie, I didn't even piss that night. I didn't piss at all. They give me, you give me a bottle. I was like, what's my do with this? Coming myself, I'm thinking, right, at least in jail, we got this big bucket in it. I've been arrested many times in Jamaica prison, in Jamaica jail, during different stations in Jamaica throughout years of me living there, but never in prison, innit? So I mean, right, where's the bucket? Outside myself, there's no bucket. Man's like, yo, we haven't had a buckle. I said, buckle for what? Man said, your piss buckle. I said, what? But he called it piss gal. I'm like, huh?
Piss gal?
Yeah, call it piss gal. So I'm like, what? Well, I don't know. So man just back at his ratchet and just cut the buckle. I'm thinking, right, man's got a ratchet like that in front of me.
And do you have to empty it out every morning?
Yeah, every morning you got to empty your piss bottle out. Yeah,
it makes sense.
And then clean it, bring it back into the cell, hang it up in the cell, and then kind of madness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got no toilet in your cell. No toilet in your cell, so you got shit in a plastic bag.
Are you cooking up in the kettle?
No. You got like butter dish, but everyone can cook. Everyone can cook because everyone got money, bro. It's brother prison struggles, you know. Some man got it and some man don't have it. You get me? So
that's just like the prisons in the UK, though. Some man have it, some man you see certain man walking around the yard picking up butts from the floor, and you see certain man got. You get me?
That's what I'm saying to you. But the reality is this: in them places, you got no toilet in your cell. You've got it's unhygienic. The whole place smells of urine because you empty the piss buckle in some pit kind of thing, and you're shit in a pit thing. So the whole prison smells of. You get used to it after a while, though. You get used to this smell, foul scent of urine and doo-doo. You get me?
Imagine the guards, though. They have to leave every day and come back.
That's why the guards beat a lot of prisoners, because they're traumatized. The guards are traumatized, working in an environment like that too.
Yeah, they can't be. They must be suffering from mental health themselves.
Of course they are, bro. That's what I'm saying.
They've seen animalistics.
They've seen prisoners acting certain ways. They've seen prisoners doing dumb things. They've seen prisoners.
It's not normal.
Bro, listen, you might in a cell and you locate 3 man who don't like you, or them man that don't rate you. So they tell you can't shit at night. You know what that means? The food's nasty, bro. If you see a picture of the food is
disgusting. Your belly all bubble up.
So I'm trying to say, you know what it's like when you're enzymes in your body, and you say you look at 3 o'clock and you want to shit at 4. Because you might have went shit before, you didn't go shit, whatever. You want to shit at 4.
Man,
you don't go fly up till about 8 in the morning again. You know? And you got to hold that shit. The man say I don't like you, and even if you got to run ratchet, but it's 3 of us and sell it, and I don't like me, you don't like him, and we back out the ratchet on him and say, yo, if you shit, we're gonna stab you up. How you gonna fight me if your shit coming down, you're trying to crouch? So you got to hold that thing, bro. You ever see a man hold these things, man sweating?
Bubbling up.
Man sweating, blood. Like sweat on your face, blood. Like
bubble up.
Pure sweat coming down your face, your hands. It's sweating because the enzymes in your body is going.
Man.
This is inhumane shit that happens, bro. I get mad when them things happen because I don't abuse people like that. But this is what happens. Those things happen. Man get told to sleep on the grill.
Tell me about that time when that guy was getting bullied.
Yeah, sleep on the grill.
Yeah, and then when there was a guy, you told the man that you're allowing.
Yeah, it's man.
What happened to that situation?
Man sleep on the grill. And man tell the man to sleep on the grill. That means, see, if grill is like the grill gate in it. Because you don't have a proper, when you see the video, you'll see, you don't have proper prison doors like over these pretty doors with the flaps and them thing there. Some old rusty brown gates, brother. You touch it, you feel, you see the rust on your fingers. Man, I've told them I have to sleep on it. If I stand up on it, like up in the air, you stand up on the grill and hold on and sleep up there. Because if you drop on the floor, these are what people do for entertainment, innit? Because I'm man bored. I tell you, sleep on the grill. You have to sleep on the grill, blood. Or man say, find me and spin propeller. This is in jail, not in prison. But in jail, they tell you to spin propeller. So you got to take a t-shirt off and find everybody in the cell and them thing there.
That's
you
a
get
mad
me?
thing, man.
And if you don't do it, man, tab you up. Enough man can lose a life like that, bro, in jail. You get me? But man never got you that still.
God protected you.
Yeah, of course.
You're protected
Without
from
that,
the
bro.
Most High.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
But you know,
man.
it's like, I learned though in prison, one thing I learned in prison was when I learned to let my anger go.
How do you mean let go? How do you mean let go?
Let my go. Bro, like, I'm angry at my stepfather for abusing me. I'm angry at my real dad for not being around, innit? I'm angry at a lot of things, innit? I'm angry at things that happened to my cousin got killed when I was young. You get me? I'm only, two of my big good friends got killed when I was 11. You get me? One got killed very bad, like he got killed in the train line. Both got killed in the train line, what I'm talking about? You get me? I'm 11. So I've seen a lot from when I was a youth, innit?
You get me?
And I've had my cousin down when I was 13, 12, 13, my cousin got stabbed up in Kensington Green. Like, bare things, innit? You feel me? So man's gone through a lot. But I'm always angry at the things I'm going through. So man's much I'm a loving guy, girls and rape man, because I'm always nice and respectful and
yeah, I see you like a gallus still. I see you, you know. You're sweet with your tongue.
Man, you're mad,
you got
man,
a sweet tongue, you know.
Loud and so what you know? So no, but for real, like people respect me because I'm a respectful guy.
No, you're strong because you know who you are.
Yeah,
you know who you are. That's why you can be respectful.
But even from as a youth, bro, I was respectful. I didn't know myself, but I was respectful. But the point is that I was still suffering from a lot of trauma. A lot of us suffer from trauma, bro. Think about it. All right, look at this. Even where you come from, Somalia, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
How much people have lost family members to war? Think about how much traumatized young kids.
No, my mum must went through so much trauma that I was not even aware of.
Now let's go even deeper then. Imagine then a woman bringing forth a child, but you haven't dealt with your trauma that you've got in your life. That's gonna affect the child.
That's gonna
naturally, internally, the child has that trauma without even knowing. So imagine now, even in this West Hemisphere, a man got a girl, he's got his girl pregnant. What if you don't done nothing wrong with your girl? Yeah, even if your girl's the problem, she just going through mood swings, and she's blaming you, she's cussing you for no reason. The more she stresses herself out, the more she traumatizes the baby, right? Because the baby feels the pain. The baby can't run nowhere, can't escape, can't go nowhere. It's just in the womb. So you're in the womb, what you're doing is just feeling all that pain that's combusting into you. Because where can you go? You're not like an adult where someone gets you angry, you want to walk away, and if you're more chill enough to walk away and take heed somewhere else, you're a baby. Where you going to go? You're in the womb, blood, you're a sack. You got to stand there and deal with that thing, innit? The reality, so imagine how much kids are born traumatized every day. How much of us were born traumatized? You feel me? Bruv, don't get twisted. This thing ain't no joke. But society teach us them thing there. Man didn't teach us them thing there. Man teach us everything else but this. Realness of life. So we don't know we don't even know what we're fighting against because we don't even know ourselves.
It's sad. It's sad in a way, man.
Blood, it's sad. It's more than a way, blood. It's sad in our whole blood.
How did you keep? So I know, man. But sorry, and what was I say to you? How did you keep yourself fit though? Whilst
in prison,
yeah.
But I was doing prison every day.
You're a dangerous guy. You're a problem, you know.
Bro, prison.
The man there.
No. I ain't training like I used to train. I was in pen, bro. You see my book? You see the picture? I was in pen.
Well, you was looking what? Diesel.
Bro, I was Hercules.
Mashallah. I said Hercules.
Listen, bro. I mean, I'm
trained with you. You trained me twice, you know.
Yeah.
Big up, man.
Yeah, but that's only a little training, bro.
Yeah, I know. He told me a little something.
That's a little thing, bro.
You can tell a man as well when you see his cars.
Yeah, from here, innit? You can tell him. Go for
Listen, I used to do calf races. Yeah, I did Muay Thai. I've done Muay Thai for over 20-something years, man.
Don't look at that.
On and off,
well, my island, bro. This is my
teacher,
prison, you know.
That saved me, bro. Look, you see my fingers? You see my fingers here? You see this? These marks on my fingers.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
Cuts on my fingers, bro. You see it?
Yeah.
Because to fight defending myself in prison, bro, I have to defend myself and people come up with a knife. You have to, bro. Because prison was mad.
Well, you're not taking no chat. That's one bang, man. That's it.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying I'm not saying everyone every battle.
But sometimes didn't you know?
I'm not saying I win every battle though. I will never sit here and say I win every battle.
You took a couple of L's. Everyone takes L's. But I say to you, but don't you think certain of situations that you was in, it was not a talking situation. You just had to result into violence.
Sometimes.
Is there certain situation where it's only violence?
Sometimes did, but a lot of times I could have solved it.
100%.
Yeah, a lot of times I could have, bro. I'm gonna be real. A lot of things in my life I could resolve it, but it was the ego that didn't allow me to resolve it. The ego and the pride didn't make me resolve it. That's me being honest. I'm not going to say it in front of you.
Yeah, respect
my
it.
ego, my pride stopped me from resolving a lot of things. But like I said, the M that recently happened, the last M, I'll say the last M, that's what I'm going to say. You get me? The last M that happened, I could have resolved that, bro. I didn't have to get that, didn't have to happen. In fact, a lot of things in my life, when I look back on it, I didn't have to actually do what I done. It's only because the ego and pride at that time wouldn't allow me to just disappear and walk away. Or not even to engage in that conversation. They say sweet words turn away wrath, innit? Sweet words turn away wrath. Bro, man could have said something sweet, or sometimes they say, better speak nothing. Because nothing said, nothing done. But sometimes we just say or we do.
But it's real chat, you guys listen to what he's saying.
Man don't think about something, it's the ego, and they're like, no man can't tell me nothing, or this, that, or whatever the situation is. We escalate things, innit? But man can de-escalate things. But man don't try to do that. You feel me?
Bro, let me ask you two a question.
Go.
Cut this off, you want to
No, you can add it on.
Let me ask you, why do you think it's our people that can't deal with things the way that they should be dealt with? But these other races, these white people, these
Asians, yeah.
They deal with things civilized.
No, that's not true though. That's not true though.
Not as much as us though.
No, that's not true, bro. Don't feel the stereotype now. Watch this now. Boom. This is what people feel that we don't know as melanated. I don't like to say we're black. Like I said, I'm not black in it because you're not black, bro. Look at that black. That pole's black. My pants is black. I'm dark brown, bro. You get me? Like I said, you missed it when we was talking earlier. If you look to a little child, because we got to come out of the mind of a system, innit? And go into a mind of being free, like a child, an innocent mind. That's what, like that's what it is, a pure state of mind, innit? Now, not saying I'm a pure state of mind. I'm saying that's what time we need to run back to, innit? Because remember, everything was pure and righteous in the beginning. So let's go back to a good, to try to get a more healthy state. Now, when you look at it, the reality is, when you look at a child ain't gonna tell you this. A child gonna look at your skin. A young child who just learnt colours will look at you and not tell you you're black. He will tell you, he'll pick up a brown pen and say you like the brown pen. He won't say you like a black pen. He won't go to white man and say you like a white pen. He may pick up like a pinky or a tan pen to say that white person like. So we don't get fooled with the colour thing. That's a construct that man gave us. Like Africa, the name Africa is a construct. It's not something. The whole place wasn't called Africa. It's a construct. Yeah. We live in constructs, bro. You go to your job today, they say you black, white, this, that. That's a construct, bro. It's in a box. Why are you boxing me for? I'm a human being. What you try to box me for? I'm created to nature. Don't box me. I'm free, innit? Let me be free. Don't try to put me in a chain. So the reality is this. You're saying about the other races, but let's look at history though. Even look at England. Is England really this all white people together? Because they hated the Irish not too long ago.
Yeah, indeed.
They hated the Irish, they called Irish dogs not too long ago.
Because it couldn't be controlled.
In fact, they put Irish under us. You get what I'm saying to you? Under black. So then if you look at the Scottish and Celtic, and then is England really English? Because the word England comes from the word Anglo, and Anglo is German. Like, they don't get along with each other. So, bro, like, are we really going to go in the construct? Like, I say to this is this. We just need to start learning to love ourselves, innit? That's all it's all about. It's about learning to love yourselves, innit? I'm not saying they learn to love. I'm not saying they love themselves neither. Because they got their own internal conflicts. Every race got their own internal conflicts. For me, it's not just about the race. Because when you, whatever culture or history you look at, forget about, because they create this race construct, innit? Whatever religion, because I'll just go into all the religions. I'm not going to go into like religions deep, but I'm saying, if you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, or even if do you believe in Sumerian tablets, they all tell you that God created nation tribes. He didn't create races. You get me saying to you? So people's created a construct for themselves. Do we follow the construct of man, or do we go back into the original way of life? You get where I'm coming from? Like, man, I try to run from the construct of man. You get me? Try to start being a man now, a real man. Think to myself, I don't know everything. And I'm not even going to sit here and say, yeah, man, know everything. But man, tired of being a crash dummy. You get me? Like, that's goofy, bro. Man don't want to be a crash dummy no more. Like, man want to be a man now and start see things like a man. You get me?
But when like everyone going through school, even at the school stage,
Yeah.
when you go through school, if you look like the people, you have to follow a certain kind of rule. They don't look at the white kid and make the white kid try to follow the same kind of rule that you guys would follow. You know?
What do you mean in school?
Like, when from the beginning of when the person's gonna jump on
Yeah.
the bus or whatever,
Yeah, bro.
they follow a certain kind of conduct, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If someone does something to you, you gotta go higher. You gotta do something a little bit worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is not the same kind of conduct that you have on other people. You don't force white people down the same kind of way of thinking.
What do you mean? I'm trying to work out what
Like,
you
for
mean.
example, it's a class.
So basically, are you trying to state like with us, yeah, like with us, we want to do better than
No, we
the individual?
want to do almost worse to our own.
Okay, the them. No, but then you got to bear in mind, it's about the illusion as well. Again, I go back to what I sent you. The illusion runs big, bro. I don't know. You were sure you say what I was saying a while ago. I'll go to illusion. We'll bring it up to illusion, but let's go back to the school thing. School thing teaches you education. What they call education isn't. I'm not buying down schools or nothing. I'm not saying people don't go kids to school. But me personally, I also teach my children when they come home. They get school education and you get my education. Yeah, I take time out in it because my dad never did it for me, so I take time out for mine. So they get my education. So you go to school here about one thing, but you come home here about your history and your culture, and you learn about your self-pride, your self-love, and you learn to fight and everything else. I teach you what you need to learn. Now, in school, half the things you learn, you're not going to use again anyway. Number one. Yeah? Number two, school teaches you to work for people. Don't teach you to be yourself or be your own boss. Majority of things you learn in school, and you go to college and university, you get a degree. A degree, just a degree. But we know perfection is 360 degrees, not a degree. But I won't go into there. I'm just making you understand. So, man ain't trying to be on this thing with this illusion in it. So, what I'm saying, on a bigger picture, for me, it's like, again, boy, when you look at the construct of the system, bro, I'm not saying a man should work. I'm not saying none of this kind of thing. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is people need to think a bit deeper. If you understand the real power of education and knowledge is, it has to come from within. Because everything powerful comes from within. So if people just pushing information to me and nothing's coming from within, then I'm not really being educated. Because how's it helping me to be the best I can be? Because school does not teach you emotional intelligence. It doesn't teach about emotional control. A lot of us have no control of ourselves. We get angry and frustrated over every little thing. We argue over every little thing. We don't understand about relationships. We don't understand none of these kind of things. I'm talking about relationships like sexual, I'm talking about platonic, whatever. School doesn't teach us those things. It doesn't teach us life skills, real life skills. How do you communicate with somebody? It teaches you to talk. Do you listen? It teaches you to speak. Do you hear? School tells you and dictates you. I'm not saying again, it's completely bad. You can learn from it. Because in every bad thing, there's a lesson to be learned if you're wise. I'm just saying to you, and I'm not saying school's totally bad. I'm just saying to you, bear in mind about education, like real education is a power of within in it. It comes from within. The power of the source of life in it. The real education is from the source of life, not just from a teacher's regurgitating something from a book. You get what I'm saying? It's experiences. So the point I'm making is, bro, like, how much do we value self in it? Because, like I said, school don't teach about emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
How to think emotion, like, because everyone has emotions in it. But it's about that intelligence of understanding within yourself. How do you conduct yourself? How do you speak? How do you carry yourself? You get me? And then I'll talk about what I do in the documentaries and books and boom, 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 so that can...
So, boom. So, now, get me, I don't want to go too much into your prison experience and that. Anyone that's interested in his prison life, what he's been through, he's got 4 books, he's got 9 documentaries.
22 documentaries.
Sorry. Got 22. Get me, trying to be like you, man, one day, inshallah. Get me, got 22 documentaries, so look into it. There's going to be a link in the description box. Check him out. He's got so much things coming up. And yeah, man, he's a great guy to understand. So right now, you're in jail, you're around a negative environment, the boy then the Babylon's onto you, the police don't want you to succeed, they're trying to get you taken out, you're trying to do your thing. But what made you change your whole mindset though? That's what I want to know. What made you want to start thinking positive? What made you want to start creating books? What made you, like, what planted that seed for you?
The desire to learn, the desire of the first reality of that, my kids are in prison with me. That was one of my things.
Your kids were in prison with you?
With me. And then I started looking to my mum's things my mum was telling me about life and history and culture and who we were. And then I realised to myself, mum always said to me that I would do great with my life. And I thought to myself, me do anything with my life? I'm a road man, innit? That's all in my mind was now. I'm tapped in it. But I had time to think in it. What made me do that is because, think about it, we live in a society that's very fast going. We live in a construct, bro, that's very fast going. Society makes you think you have to always be on go, always be on this, always be on this, always be on that. But reality is, the truth of life is sometimes you just need to take time out and just relax and just allow yourself to be. You know what I'm saying? When I say allow yourself to be, like, how much people meditate? Or just chill just chill for the day, just sit down in your yard and just spend even 10 minutes and think about who am I, what's my purpose?
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't meditate.
How much people do that, bro? Most people don't do that. Majority of people don't do that, but yet, again, every culture and every history you study, or biblical or Quran or anything, tells you about meditation and the importance of self-reflection. But we don't do it. Society doesn't teach us these things. It doesn't reward us, like I said, about emotional intelligence, because all that plays into emotional intelligence. To really think about who are you. Like, am I just born to work for a man all day long, buy a house, then die, and then My kids take my house, and
Or
that's
do
it.
we
I'm just
expect society to teach us these things, or do we expect us as a community, as people, to teach each other?
Listen.
Because society don't teach men to cook. Or young men to cook.
No, but again, a society, the concept of society is people living together.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about something, again, we have to understand about power of words and wordplay.
Yeah, wordplay is serious. Go on.
Society teaches you. Society is supposed to be a place where people live together. Society.
Okay.
So there has to be rules and laws and things that govern the way people live. No brainer.
Yeah.
Every culture, every history, and every place, every tribe has that. Every tribe you go to in Africa has a way to live. Different tribes live in ways, but they want you to live a certain way that conduces, that makes everything nice.
Yeah.
So if you're living in a place that doesn't give you morals, the moral compass to think in the correct way, then what is society really? Why are you really in society for? Are you really in society to do society's job, or are you in society to actually be the best you can be in society? This is the problem. People don't realize that it's a trap. It's a lot of it's a trap, bro. Like cat and mouse, isn't it? Like people don't get. I know people don't really like get. I'm not against society. I'm not, because society consists of people, and I'm a part of it. What I'm saying is, if we start thinking about the way we look at life and realize that not everything that the government is offering to us, or people who we claim to look up to, teachers, whatever, are offering to us,
Yeah, man.
is gospel. Like, you get me saying? What I'm saying is, you got some kids that come to school and they come to school late, for instance, and the first thing she says, "Why are you late?" Detention. But you know that child seen his mum get boxed by dad. You know the child never had no breakfast. The child got run down the road by some youths who don't like him. You don't know why he's late and why he's frustrated, but you vexing him when he's in school. Now, where's the emotional intelligence to understand there might be some issue going on with this child? Why the child acts like that?
So, but there should be a little program. Sorry to interrupt. There should be like someone in that school that deals with that specific things. So every time someone comes late into school, or there's a
Not
little
just
pattern
late, it could be anything. It could be a child just being quiet.
If there's a pattern and they can see there's something going on, but the teacher can't directly attend it because she's got 30 other students to do, then there should be someone.
Cool. Every school has a council guidance. Again, you're missing the bigger picture, bro.
Go on.
It's about energies. If you're a road man, you've been on road before.
Okay.
You can sit down in a room with a bunch of man and feel them man they are moving dark, you know. They might not be doing that, but you know something
the
right
energy
about
is
them.
mad,
Any
yeah.
real road man, forget the fool who fall into every trap. Any real road man can feel like, yo, that thing I feel right here, like this thing don't right, man. I'm moving. This is why I was good at getting away with things, because man had feeling from young.
You read the thing from early.
Of course you can read a thing. Who can't read a thing? Most men can read a thing. You get me? Even if you don't get away fully, but you read a thing. Most girls can read that guy. He's moving shady. Or if things are nice between you and a woman and things start going wrong, she can feel when things are going wrong. So people have intuition and feelings and emotions. If you're going to sit in front of a young child and this is your job, but it's not your job with a passion, it's your job. Again, passion is energy and feelings, bro. You got no passion for what you're doing because it's a paycheck. Kids can feel that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So who's going to open up, bro? I don't think you understand, bro. Like, this thing gets deep, bro. We have to start about. We understand. We have to start about. Remember, everything. Again, back to every culture, religion, whatever he says, always teach you that the unseen is more powerful than the seen. If you look at the Bible, the Quran, the Sumerian tablets, all these things, even in Roman scriptures, tells you the unseen is more powerful than the seen. So the unseen is your feelings. It's only seen when you start manifest how you feel. So if I'm sitting there quiet and I'm happy, and then and something makes me feel good, like, yo, blood, you start feeling my happiness because I'm expressing it. But if I'm like, I can hold my happiness down, and you see a little smirk like, what's up, blood? No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm alright, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's what I'm saying to you. But it's feelings. It manifests.
All right, cool. Right now, what I'm trying to get to right now is there's someone watching you right now. They're in a place in life right now. They feel like they're lost. They're confused. You understand? They've been through everything. They've had money. They've been through a relationship, but now they feel like it's the last straw. They want to turn in leaf. Like, what advice would you give them right now? Them listening to you right now.
Whether they have money or not, bro, that's irrelevant. Like, whether, because it's not just about money. It's where you're at in your mind. That's what I'm saying to you. It always boils down to mind. If you can't find yourself, sometimes try to find someone you can talk to, who can relate to. You get what I'm saying to you? Or sometimes it's good to even take away yourself from everybody, not because of mental health or because you're depressed or nothing, but take away and ask yourself, what happened here? And be honest when you do that, because a lot of people don't take responsibility. Like I said, I was abused when I was 8, and I'm young. I'm innocent in it. I'm a young boy. I'm young in it. I'm young. So yeah, I should have been loved because that's what I wanted. My real dad wasn't around. My stepfather abused me. I just want to be loved in it. I'm a little boy. That's what I want. My mom's the best woman in the world, but she can't do everything. I'm not talking to her about what's going on. So what you don't know, you can't help. She always sees me acting up, and she don't know why. That's breaking her down because my son's acting up white, but I'm not talking. But the reality is this.
Go on.
Now, I have to take responsibility as well. Even though I was 8 and I was young and I was innocent, but I could have opened up and talked to mum. I could have proved to myself that whatever he's saying to me and doing to me, I'm better than that. So yeah, there's a level of responsibility in our society. We don't like taking it. A lot of us like throwing blames. Nah. Yeah, we know what happened in history when Europeans done to us, but we can't keep throwing blame on everybody. Like, take responsibility for what happened to ourselves. Take responsibility for what's happened in our lives. Take responsibility for what's going on
the situation I'm in right
in
now.
our daily life.
Yeah,
every moment.
Now.
Every moment, take responsibility, bro.
And when you do take responsibility, it's
the hardest thing in the world. It's not the easiest thing. It's the hardest thing in the world to admit that, baby, I shouldn't have cheated on you. Or, bro, I done you wrong, blood. Or, bro, I shouldn't have took your money. Or this. It's the hardest thing to do. Oh, blood, I was bad man in you. But you know what? I rate you still, and man shouldn't be envying you. I rate you. Don't get twisted. But there's a level of anger with me or grudge or whatever. Be honest with yourself, innit? People like to be real, bro. You see what I mean? You talking and we talking, boom, 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 we reason in the gym. I keep my 100, bro. Whether a person like it or not, I'd rather be wrong in my saying to you than tell you a lie, than not be real with you. Because if I'm wrong, and if I say something to you and you're like, bro, how you judge me like this, bro? That's wrong. I'll be like, all right, cool. But at least you know where I stand, and you know you stand with me. What would you rather, a friend who you don't know what's going on in his head, or a person you know what's going on in his head?
Someone that I know what's going on in their head.
It's a no-brainer, bro, but people don't like to be like that. Because again, society don't teach that, because society tells you to be everything. So this person right now, they don't feel like they can go to their close friends and express themselves. It's not just the friends, they need to express themselves. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself, bro. It's not making you mad. I reason with myself. Like, I'm my best friend, bro. I'm my best friend. I can't be your brethren until I'm my brethren. As I said about misplaced loyalty back in the days. I had misplaced loyalty. I was always trying to be there for my brethren, them, but I want to be there for me. And not being there for me, messed up things in my relationship when I was younger, messed up things with me and my baby mother, messed up enough things in my life. Because I wasn't there for me, blood, me first. I wasn't there for me. So technically, how am I going to be there for you? That don't make no sense, bro. That's goofy. How can I be there for you if I can't be there for me? So if I can't be there for me and really love me, like, so I can step away, because there's no way we can argue over something. Yeah, no matter how in your anger state, you're not going to accept that you're wrong, and in your ignorance and your trauma, whatever it is, you're not going to accept you're wrong. But if you really want to analyze the thing, even if you want to get paper and pen and look at the whole thing and put down things right, wrong, I'm saying, okay, I went up to Gulad. Did Gulad come to me? No. If I want to put it on paper to see the rights, how much wrongs are, at least it will register out in it. If I have to break it down paper and pen, break it down like good.
Yes.
Like Gulad, did Gulad say anything wrong to me? No, I said the worst thing. I'm wrong. Did Gulad hit me first?
How was I feeling at that time when Gulad asked me that question?
He hit me. He hit me first. Yeah. But what I say to Gulad to make why he hit me? I was wrong. See, then you start realizing, then I come to up there, you know, so you're like, rush about it. Thing was mad enough, but boom, man. Real man do real things, bro.
Yeah, I respect
you get what I'm saying to you. But we get a lot of fake business, and we get fooled and taught to be fake. But we have to burn that down. You get me? Man have to be real to themselves, blood. There's a lot of men can be real, but we have to be real. You get what I'm saying? Man, woman, people have to be real to themselves, bro.
Word, man.
And I'm trying to be more real to myself because I want to be real to myself, so I can be. Remember, the more honest you are to yourself in the blood, the more true in your heart you are.
More real to yourself.
The more light your spirit is as well. The more light your energy is.
Appreciate that, man.
That's
beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. Nah, man, you got so much
bro.
passion where you want that. You want to give the world. Yeah, I can see it. That's why we got 20. That's why we got 22 documentaries. We've got 4 books. Yeah. So you've been what? You've been Syria. Did you say you got in Syria?
Yeah, I've been to
Syria.
Southern Syria because I was in Israel.
Southern Syria.
I'm in Israel.
You've been Israel?
Yeah, Israel, Jordan, Palestine.
How long was you living in Israel for?
I was actually lived in Israel at one time for like 9 months. I was in Israel between Israel and Palestine.
That's what's
up. It was a full year.
So you got a documentary in Chicago?
Yeah, I got 3 documentaries in Chicago. They're a 3-part series in Chicago.
And what's that? What they inciting? What
they talking about? For the first one, talking about the whole concept of gang concept, because even over here, like the concept again, like I said, wordplay. We look at the word gang. Gang. Over here, we say gang based around the. Like most used to screaming gang, but if you go back to England, back in 2007, the youths in England didn't want them to be known as a gang. But now we're all swinging gang because Chicago swings gang, innit? Everyone's like gang, and free the boys. Yeah. But you understand the concept of Chicago gang and the concept.
What's their concept?
Okay, you got a lot of people look at LA as so I'm saying to you that I do workshops on these things and I teach you because a lot of people look at and see LA as like the main things of gangs, but Chicago gangs predate LA gangs. Before LA had all the Crips and Bloods, you had Chicago gangs. You had vice laws and that. You get me? So I sit down, man, and teach man things. Chicago's then predate the LA when it comes to gang thing. But when you look at the LA concept of gangs, what we use in the home office over here, where 2 or 3 youths work together as a gang, which is doesn't make sense because you call it your brother, cousins, whatever, and human beings naturally want to bond anyway. So that's a dumb concept for gang. Plus, if you look at the connotation, switch the connotation of the word gang over. Back in the days, the gang just meant people who were